Okay, so back from the bandsaw, and that allowed me to separate this part from the original piece. One thing that I've done here is I've put on the date of when I'm working on this specific table. I find that even if we're working off the same drawing, sometimes there's a little bit of variation of this template versus the last one going off the same drawings. So it's a good idea to start marking these things off, and dates are the easiest thing to do. Okay, so outside edge here, that's still perfect. I haven't touched that. I've just gotten close, basically splitting the line of when I carried that dimension over here, and so that's what I did, separating these two. I'm going to hang on to this piece. I don't need it now, but I will in the future. The other thing I've done, because my table has these square ends, is I've taken this to the miter saw. I could have done a crosscut on the table saw, but not terribly worried about accuracy because I'll deal with accuracy later. But what I did was I separated off these two wings here and here. So with that said, now I'm ready to start rebuilding everything here with solid wood. And so what I'm going to do is build out solid wood on these two ends, building out solid wood here on the front, and by doing that the whole thing is going to be encased in the solid wood edging, and then I can start to prepare to veneer both the faces. So that's great. So I have these pieces, don't really need them, but they work out pretty well for the next step. Next step is going to be preparing for putting down some solid wood. Make sure I'm in frame. Yeah, I do want this one. So I think I want to do, because I have a piece that's a fairly good width and I only need 2 1/4 inches. This gives me 3 1/2, so that's more than enough of what I need. I can start bringing this further in to establish my 2 1/4, and that's close. But I use up a lot more length, and that's okay. What I'm going to try to do as best I can is align this joint to the next solid wood edge based on where the legs are going to go, within reason. I'm not going to get crazy with it, I just want to get close. So establishing this here, I'm trying to align the back edge here to my drawing, and then I'm at 3 inches now. Let's call that good. Alright. So obviously translating over the curve, I also want to create a bit of an angle here. If I go there to there, maybe I want to come out this way. Maybe this is what I want to do. Yeah, that looks decent. Okay. So what I'm going to do, cut out this curve bandsaw, try to get it close. Then I still have a straight edge here. That'll function as my reference on the miter saw, trimming these things off. Once I've done that, then I can start assembling this thing and working my way around. So let me work on that, and I'll show you the steps before I get crazy and start gluing things together. Alright, thanks.